play him now. He'll enter tapped, and we take our turn, and he untaps right away. And doesn't have summoning sickness. So yeah, just attack in. I think that should be game. They have one spell and two big creatures they absolutely need to stop. Yeah. And we got that one last spell in there. I'm 99% sure that we only needed 5. So we should have it. That should be it. Hello everybody, my name's Kyle. Thanks for stopping by to check out my video in my beginner's guide series here on Arena Hacks. I like helping people start out their account and build their digital collection on MTG Arena for free or very cheap. So if you're into that, please hit the subscribe down in the bottom corner right here where I am. And also feel free to go check out all the other content on my channel. I don't just do beginner stuff. I do all kinds of things, sharing all kinds of decks that I like building. So hit the thumbs up too if you like this video. And that being said, let's go on to today's video and what it's all about. So if you've been following along with the beginner's guide series that I've been doing this year, we had I believe it was the white-green deck that we just played, and we unlocked the blue-black control center deck. And today we're now we're trying to cast, again, the same pattern. We're trying to cast those blue or black spells which match the colors in the deck we just received. But this time we're not getting a free deck. We're going to be getting a mythic rare, our first mythic rare wild card, because as I see, we haven't got one yet. So this will probably be the first one you receive, unless you're lucky enough to get one in some of the packs that you may have, the free packs from the Mastery you may have gotten already. If you're lucky enough, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be going for that mythic rare today. So we're looking at the daily, doing our same thing, daily routine here, pinching all of our pennies. We look at this, killing opponent's creatures. It's only a 500, so we swap it. Play 25 lands. That'll take a little while to go. It's pretty easy, but they take time. So again, like I said, pinching every penny. Let's go hop over to the store, see if there's any good deals or just free money that they're giving away, like gems or gold or something. They do that here. Okay, none of that. Just cosmetics. That's okay. So now another quick thing before we get to get to the deck we're going to be using and then get to the gameplay. I just wanted to take a little shout out to the midweek events. This used to be FNM, Friday Night Magic, what this event used to be, and then they changed it. They took it from Friday, put it midweek, and called it the midweek event. And it's not always singleton. It changes. It's always different. Sometimes it's artisan. Sometimes it's historic. It's whatever. They change it. Sometimes they do really unique, crazy things. The reason why I wanted to point it out is because it's 2 free rares. As long as you get 2 wins, you keep playing till you get those 2 wins, and you get your free rares, and it's free to sign up. So if you don't have any singleton decks, it's just 2 free rares, so it's not a big deal if you don't get in on the midweek event, or if you just don't have time, you're busy in your life, whatever. It's not a big deal. It's just something I wanted to point out to everybody who's new and doesn't know about it. Like I said, it used to be the Friday Night Magic, so maybe at some point in the future, you may be watching this video and it's not midweek Magic anymore. I will imagine they will keep doing something like this once a week where it's free to sign up and you just get a couple rares for 2 wins. And it's just good value, free rares. Why not give it a try? And also, while you're playing games in that event, you will be achieving and unlocking these daily quests down here as well. So that's something to keep in mind. You're hitting 2 birds with one stone, 2 birds with one stone essentially, because you're getting those free rares and you're working towards all your challenges here. So that being said, let's go take a look at Control Center before we get to some gameplay. Okay, so here's the Control Center deck. Let's just pull up some stats here. 3.3 average mana, lots and 2. It's a little higher from what I'm used to. Anything over 3, I like to keep it nice and low for my personal decks, but it is a control deck, so it usually does have a lot of more higher spells. And we got the 26 lands, which is a little higher than normal to help facilitate that. 16 creatures, 18 non-creatures. Usually control decks go more non-creatures, like more than this. This is only 2 difference, but usually there's a bigger difference than that. So that's interesting. Taking a look at that, and then looking at all of our stuff here. So we've got some card draw down here with Curate, or Card Advantage anyways. You look through some cards, you keep some, throw some away. Counter target planeswalker, creature or planeswalker spell. This is not bad. I kind of like Reject. It's a decent replacement or modification to the Essence Scatter, which was the old counter target creature spell. Same thing, 2 mana, except they didn't get the option to pay 3, but it went to the graveyard, not exile. This is exile, so it's really cool, and you can also target planeswalkers with it. Tazim Royal Mage, if he's kicked, you can get an instant or sorcery back. That can be very handy. Late game, because you need 6 total mana to do it, but you get a 2-1 out of it. Some Elderfang Disciples to help make our opponent discard some cards, keep their hand small so they don't have much options. Some removal here with Flunk, keep their hand low. These guys go together well. You make them discard cards, so their hand size is small, which makes X large, right? X is 7 minus the number of cards in controller's hand, the creature's controller's hand. So if they have less cards, X becomes greater, which means you can kill a bigger creature. Dragon Turtle, in my opinion, is kind of weird. It is handy. It can slow your opponent down, allowing you to ramp into some certain spells that can turn the game around. Make sure it has flash, so make sure you cast this guy during your opponent's turn, because that way your Dragon Turtle will untap before your opponent's creature will untap, the one that you tap down with Dragon Turtle. So make sure you do that. This is a good counterspell here. I like it because it's got that alternate ability where you can draw 2 cards and discard 2. You're not getting card advantage that way, but if there's a certain spell in your deck that you know you need, it helps you just dig and find it. Callous Blood Mage, just got some good options for ETB triggers there. So yeah, he's pretty good. Vampire Spawn. Yeah, I'm guessing this is more filler for the deck, this guy. I don't even know what to say about him with the rest of I would take these guys out and just increase each one of these. Maybe not Flunk. Maybe increase a Poison the Cup and an Elderfang Disciple and get rid of the Spawn maybe. I don't know, but like I said, I'm gonna keep it the same as this for all of these initial challenges until I start to unlock everything and we can do all kinds of really cool stuff. Contact Other Plane. This is now another card advantage kind of spell with potential of scry and even drawing more cards. So depending on what your dice roll is and how lucky you are. Some really powerful removal with Baleful Mastery. Gelatinous Cube is also really good removal in the form of a creature, and you can dissolve the creature that it exiles, so that when the Gelatinous Cube dies, your opponent doesn't get their creature back, which is really cool. Skull Raid, more making our opponent discard cards, and if they are so low on cards they can't discard 2 cards, we get to draw as many cards as they are unable to discard. So it's a really good card advantage engine, because you're either making your opponent discard, and if they're already so low, you're just drawing that many more. So it's just really like get ahead of your opponent like crazy. Kind of clunky at 4 mana, and foretelling first and casting is always a clunky way of playing any spell. But the foretell cost is pretty nice at 2 mana, so you can potentially be playing this by your 3rd turn if you foretell it, which is okay. So looking at some of all these spells here are basically just to delay our opponent from killing us until we get to cast these guys here. So our opponent has something really giant monster that they're just destroying us with, we can just take control of it and start destroying them with it. Imrith is just an amazing dragon. He's got that ward for 5 as long as he's untapped. Make sure you remember that. So as soon as you attack with him, he becomes tapped and he loses his ward ability. So he's really great to get out as a blocker when he has Summoning Sickness, so you can attack. So he remains untapped, and your opponent has to have 4 extra mana on top of whatever they're doing to try to kill him. So he's really powerful having that ward 4. But remember, as soon as you attack, he taps and you will lose the ward, and they can then target it for whatever the spell that they're casting, right? And whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. This is really awesome because, well, it's really awesome. Yeah, card draw is always really awesome. Sorry, I lost track of where it was at here. But the really cool thing about this ability here is that, where was I? Yeah, that you get to draw up to 3 cards if you don't have that many. So if you're down to 0 cards when you attack in with this guy, then yeah, you get to draw 3 cards, which is just really powerful. Undersea Invader, again, I think this is more filler. You could probably take these out to increase some of these rares if you wanted to, if you have the wild cards. Blue Dragon, again, I'd rather have another copy of Imrith than this blue dragon. So it's just, they just don't want to give so many rares and stuff out for free, right? So they have these other dragons in here for filler. Black Dragon is actually a little better. I like Black Dragon. That -3/-3 is a really good ability to get alongside with a 4/4 flying creature. However, paying 7 total mana for a 4/4 and -3 is a little clunky, but they're both good. Like the value, the total value is really good. A 4/4 flying plus -3/-3 on your opponent's creature until end of turn. Like, it's not bad value. It's just 7 mana is a lot. That's the only issue with that guy. Other than that, we got a pretty even split on our, what do you call these, lands here. And yeah, that seems pretty good. I don't see any multicolor, like black and blue spells in here, unfortunately. Yeah, so that means every spell is only going to count towards 1 today. Oh, well, let's give it a try and see how it goes. Okay. Okay. Guess we gotta keep this one. We actually have some lower mana spells here. I had to throw away 2 games. I didn't even play them. Like, I just mulligan, and then conceded. 2 games I conceded doing that. Like, it was insane. And now they give us all except one of our tap lands. It's like, today they are just finding every which way to try to make us lose. But whatever. We just keep trying. Let's get some spells going now. What do we want to do with this? Draw a card, lose a life, get a little pest token. I'm not sure what let's get some card draw out of it. Early game we have lots of life, so yeah, let's go that way. And then maybe next turn we can start trying to hold up counter spells while they're foretelling their brains out. Black, or not black, blue, red, and white. Okay. Get that. Play this hold up reject. What if we need you find Villain's Lair? Let's just attack first with Blood Mage. They don't seem to have any, so let's make them discard something. And we're already at 2 spells. Oh, that's such an annoying thing. Yeah, tap. Like every turn they're going to be tapping something down as long as they have a snowland held open. Target artifact or creature as long as it's untapped. So as soon as he untaps, they can't target him. So ward, how does ward work? Whenever spell or ability, right? So it's an ability, so it'll still have protection from it. But I'm thinking we should hold up some counter spells. They haven't really been doing much all game. They're probably going to go to tap something down to prevent damage. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, let's hold up our counter spells. Like I said, we can cast actually both of them during their turn, so I really wanted to play Imrith, but yeah, now they actually do have enough mana that they have to pay all 5 mana in order to tap our Imrith down, because the ward ability is 4, but they just foretold, so we actually can't counter anything. I guess we give him a try, do our tap land, because once we pay him, they might have some answer for him. Counterspell, maybe? Yeah, saw it coming. Counter him now or counter him later. It's like they were clearly holding that counterspell just for him. They can't get us some better matchups. This guy's definitely running a deck that's just way ahead of ours. Yup. Tack on in. I'll hold on to the Baleful Mastery for a bit. How much do we have? 3, 4. So we can cast one of these two plus the Baleful, so full cost for Baleful, get rid of their attacker. Maybe they have a counter spell, but we have our own counter spell to counter their counter spell. And they didn't have a counter spell. They did get one nice big hit with that dragon though. Ugh. Did not like that. What you doing now? Wish I could destroy their artifact, that'd be nice. Crush the weak. Yeah, let's try to keep our stuff, I think. Or just, you know, cast a bunch of spells. I really don't want to cast Black Dragon without a proper target. There's no guarantee. They haven't been playing a lot of creature or planeswalker spells. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana now they have. So they go that way. That's pretty good, actually. I wonder why they're calling good game now. Is it premature? They think they're just gonna... Oh wait, it's got a ward on it, doesn't it? What's its ward ability? Ward 3. Oh, well, I can't do anything about that. That sucks. So 2 mana for the Poison Cup, and then 3 mana for ward. Yeah, we can do that. End turn now. See what they do. Nothing. We're looking to either counter some kind of awesome creature or planeswalker, or they can bring that alive. And we can shoot it down with this. Yeah, pay the ward 3, yeah. There that goes. Go that way, so we have another one of these, and we can just foretell it right away. And end the turn. Because everything we have is instants except the Black Dragon. And I kind of want them to have something I can kill with it. The -3/-3. And if it's our only creature on the battlefield too, they'll just keep tapping it down for 1 mana, and we'll never be able to kill them and attack them with it, so... I'm just holding mana for our spells. Seeing what they do. So now we have mana for this. Unless they counter it. They could. We kind of need it right now. Ugh. Low dice roll, but holy freaking lands. This has flash, so we'll do the same thing again. Kind of hold our spells. Have a bit of a staring contest with them here. Especially now that we killed their creature land, it's like, well, now they're wondering, what are we gonna do now? How am I gonna kill you? You killed my creature land. That's a good start. Ugh. Yeah, did they kick that? They sure did kick that, and there's nothing we can do about it. Let's get a turtle out. Oh, this sucks. Blue, I guess. And a dragon, and we still have mana for one other thing. One of these 2 things here. Either this or this. We can play this, but why bother? Oh, that's bad. I needed 2 creatures so one of them can get past the tapping down all the time. Oh, we can gain some life this way. Let's go for it. Unless they counter it, which they might because it has life gain. Okay, they don't. So we do get them down 2 as well. Take them down a wee bit. We get back up a wee bit. And we have 2, 4, 5 mana, so we can cast 2 of these 3 spells we have here. They're going to tap him down. I guess they had the mana in one as well. Unless they have haste, it really doesn't make much sense, but... There you go. Oh, I should have countered that. Whoops. I can wait till they attack with it or something. How much is it? Ward 4. Yeah, I don't have enough mana for Ward 4. Whoops. I definitely should have countered it. Whoopsie. I can pay Ward 4 now. Meh. Let's wait till their turn. Can't attack. They'll just block and kill our dude, so... Our vampire spawn. And they tap down our guy again. I completely forgot I had rejects in. He's been playing so few creatures all game. And then he plays one and I just pass by because I completely forgot I had it. Tap that guy down. Now I don't have to pay the ward cost. See how that works? You got a counter spell? Cool. Do you have another counter spell? You better not have another counter spell. I'll throw you a good game because it's the second time you've done it. Oh, he's oopsing because he said good game and he was... Oh my god. This is the second time I've thought he was going to win, he or she. And they haven't. Oh man. Why did I keep that? They don't play enough creatures. Yeah, let's go to attack. They'll tap this guy down, and then we'll play him post-combat. And still have enough mana. Oh! Why did I pass? Oh, I wasn't thinking again. I'm just too quick on the trigger all the time. Just go, go, go! 3, yeah. He would have... Oh, this guy survived it too. Is he going to do more damage to him? Yeah, it would have been so much better if I had rejected his Imrith when he played it. Ugh. And now this reject is just sitting in our hand again. And they're not playing creatures or planeswalkers for us to use it. That's not very useful right now. Okay, let's try this again. Go to combat. They tap down our guy. And then we'll play cube. I think last turn I thought I was passing combat. And then I ended up passing... But when they tapped our guy down, it automatically went through combat, so I ended up just passing turn instead. Oh, stop having all the answers to everything. Creature, yeah. So I want them to play a creature so I can take control of it. I can even reject it, or now I can kill it with Flunk. Is there any way I can get rid of this enchantment? No. Alright, well... keep this game that never ends going. This is the game that never... On the plus side, we are getting a lot of spells cast. Think of it that way. Oh, what's with the white mana? What have we seen that's white in their deck? Well, there's something. There's also other things in here I think we've seen. Oh, Doomscar, yeah. Oh, should we... Probably... No, they could have paid the cost for the reject. Let them take our guy, because it's going to get exiled now that that triggers on the stack. So now we can flunk their dude here. How much mana do they have left? 1, 2, only 2. Now we do this. Whew. It's like, it's hard to see. They have so many lands that they're so small. It's like, 1, 2 untapped. Oh, I have an assistant, and it just says right up here. 2 out of 10. They're ending turn. So yeah, let's hit this guy. We need something. They've got another Hall of the Storm Giants, right? So they're going to be getting a 7/7 creature all the time. So now we're going to get a 3/3. I feel like I've been drawing a lot of lands lately too. Go to attack, they'll tap down again with the thing. And we can't even block their guy, so we're just dead. Now that's game. Right here. Good game. There we go. Because our deck just gave us way too many lands. Like, I don't. At least they weren't all in a row. It was like, here's a land, here's another card. Here's a land, here's another card. Here's a land. Although it should be land, 2 or 3 other cards. Land, 2 or 3 other cards. Land. But it was like, land, other card. Land, other card. Land, other. I feel like we were just go back and forth for so long. How many lands? They have 10. We have 12. So we've definitely been hitting more land drops. And it's hard to cast spells and do stuff when you don't get spells. Anyways, let's see how many we got there. Okay, so there was, I believe, 15 spells we cast last game. And, yeah, not bad. Considering we have no blue and black spells, that count as that give us 2 points towards the challenge. We are only getting 1 point at a time. It's a good enough hand, I'll keep it, I guess. We got some early removal, some early aggression, I guess, because we can't kick this guy anytime soon, and I don't know, yeah. I think second turn we might hold off for either a flunk or, well, yeah, if we don't play flunk. This guy's so much better, but I don't want to just have him sit in my hand all game. Like, the point about kicker cards too is always so tempting to wait until you can play the kicker, but the point about them is you early game you have something cheaper you can do, late game you can kick it to do something better. It's the whole idea behind them. And you know what? If they don't like that 2 damage that they're going to be receiving, then they might just fry it with something. And then that prevents them from using that spell on something else, like a gelatinous cube I would not want them to fry. So yeah, that's helpful. Let's attack in with our creature, see what they do. It definitely looks, they absolutely have a spell because it's keeps giving them a chance to do something every time. So let's play this. Hit them for 2, gain 2 ourselves. You know, that's not a bad. I was saying this guy seems like filler, but he's not bad value. I mean, 3 mana for a 2/3, that's not great. But you drain and gain for 2 on your opponent on entry as soon as it enters, that's not bad. So for 3 mana, you're gaining 2 life, hurting your opponent for 2, and getting a 2/3 creature. All for 3 mana. That's actually pretty good value now. So what do we throw that Brushfire in a cube. We have 6 cards in hand. If we flunk it right now, it dies. Or do we put it in a cube? It's 2 mana, so we can dissolve it fairly easily. Ooh, this is a tough call. What do we do? Well, let's attack. Nothing we have haste, so let's attack with the creatures we can attack with. Ooh, flunk. You know what? We have nothing else to do with our mana. If we play flunk, we've got nothing else. Let's just use all of our mana and put that Brushfire in a cube. And hopefully our cube survives a turn so we can dissolve that Brushfire. Because if they have some way, and we know they have some kind of instance, so they probably are actually just going to fry it. I didn't even think of that. We've already noticed from our... Oh, maybe not. Okie dokie. Although that sucks now. We could have used... Oh no, we can still use flunk. Minus X or minus toughness ability will kill indestructible. Like Shambling Gas will kill Toski if you use its -1/-1 thing. So this costs, what, 3 in total to dissolve, and then, yeah, we don't have enough for flunk. So how many cards they have in hand? 5. This will be -2/-2, so let's do it now. Get rid of Toski. See? Boom, dead. Attack all in. Whole bunch of damage. They are pretty dang near dead. This has been a really good game for us now. Like, the cards have been working out real nice. Removal, creature, so we attack in, kill their blockers, attack in, right? Like, it's actually been really balanced out nicely. We gained a couple life from our vampire spawn because they did damage to us somewhere. Oh yeah, they had one really good hit with the Brushfire. Yeah, they played an Evolving Wild and double pumped it. Dang, now they get their creature back because we couldn't dissolve it. We can Mind Flare it though, and since it has haste, it'll be able to attack right away. How much mana do we have? We have enough for Mind Flare, so if we get a land... Oh, yes! Yeah, here we go. Let's do it. Mind Flare. We should actually take this though, because it's their only blocker. Right. But what we would have had a 3/3, and we could have attacked for 2, and they can only block 1, because this would have, we would have taken it. No, it would have remained tapped though. So we made the right choice to take this, which was their only blocker, and then they're just way dead, totally dead. So that was a good game, as I was saying. Really, our deck just played nicely there. So let's see where we're at for the spells. Okay. We go first, so we'll keep it just because of that. I mean, I may have kept this even if I didn't go first. We have Baleful that we can cast for 2 mana if we want. We'll just curate. Top 2 cards you like, put any of them in the graveyard, rest back on top, and draw a card. Let's get our other tap land out. We are ahead because we were on the play. I really want to scry, but I think we just need to cast this for its normal cost. We'll do it during their turn. I was gonna probably use Baleful on it to kill it. But yeah, we would have to pay the student cost. But now that I drew this, we'll just use this now. I really like getting that scry out of it, but beggars can't be choosers. We got Immorith on deck next turn. That's pretty cool. And we can pay full cost for Baleful, so we just end turn. And yeah. You may cast that, because we don't have counter spells, so it's all you. Yeah, do we want to take 5 damage? I don't think so. How are they doing for cards? They have 4. Yeah, I should have just exiled it right away instead of letting him get. Whatever. Baleful. Exile that thing. So what are they? If they're at 4, 4 minus 7 is 3. We can actually kill their mammoth right now with this for 2 mana. If they draw a card, then we won't be able to do it. Do we do it? If they play a land, this ability will go on the stack, and I can play it in between to kill them. Because they will lose a card when they play the land. So I say we end turn. And the reason why I'm waiting till their turn to cast this and kind of taking that gamble. So here's the moment where I talk about it. It's still a 3/3. So at this moment, now they have 4 cards. At this moment we play this. Target there, -3/-3. It dies before it gets the boost. Right? Timing. And the reason why I did that is because I want to cast Curate. So if my opponent didn't give me the opportunity to cast Flunk, that won't save them, because now this is going to do -4/-4. And now this will do -5/-5, right? Every time they increased it, they took a card out of their hand, right? That's what and now they're saying, oops. I feel kind of bad about that. Yeah. And as he was doing it, though, I was telling you guys, right? Like, he's messing up. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Do we just slam Immorith? They're down to 1 card. Yeah, we just slam Immorith now. They can still make this guy a 5/3 with trample until end of turn, but I think we can race them. Our Immorith can race them unless they have an answer. If those Stony Strength things did +2/+2 or 2+1/+1 counters, then they would have been able to save their mammoth. They cast 1 spell and it would have worked. Oh, you dirty dog. Oh no, wait, they forgot about the ward. Because I was starting to think, wait, they don't have enough mana for ward, do they? 5/3 though, can still kill our Immorith. It's got trample. I say we just take it. Oh, that would have been nice a while ago. But we do a big attack here. We're way ahead of them on health, life points. That is super awesome. 2 extra mana. It's going to cost us 4 mana in total to do it this way, but I'm doing it this way because I just love that scry. Love me some scry. Yeah, so they're sinking mana into that ability again, which is kind of nice. Ah, I shouldn't have let him. I'd always do that. I don't know, it's habit just to wait for the last second and then cast a spell. And no, it doesn't always make sense to do it that way. Ooh, let's get a big fat boy out there. And then we'll draw this later because that's a good card too. Put any number of them back and the rest back on top in any order. You know what? Let's wait. We just scried. Let's wait until we actually look further into our deck before we do that. We're going to actually draw this card now with Imarith. And now do we play this? I say no. We've got the battlefield right now. Let's hold up our counter magic to make sure that we continue to have the battlefield. The battlefield is ours right now. We own it. Can't, well, we could with this. I say don't bother, because our Imarith still has lethal. Our Imarith will kill him alone in 1 attack, so we got 4 spells here. I think we were 5 away. I left off at 20. So, this has flash, and he enters tapped. So this is actually a perfect, I didn't even realize that when I first picked him up. Perfect time to play him now. He'll enter tapped, and we take our turn, and he untaps right away. And doesn't have summoning sickness. So yeah, just attack in. I think that should be game. They have 1 spell and 2 big creatures they absolutely need to stop. Yeah. And we got that 1 last spell in there. I'm 99% sure that we only needed 5. So we should have it. That should be it. And here we go. A mythic rare wild card. As you see right here. Some money, and... oh yeah, I was expecting all the cool stuff with the deck, but oh, no deck? No deck. Earn a new deck tomorrow. So this will be an interesting... What are they going to make us? What's the challenge going to be? Every day, they make the next day's challenge cast spells of the colors in the deck we just gave you. They didn't just give us a deck, though. So what is tomorrow's going to be? I wonder. Stay tuned and find out as I continue on with my Beginner's Guide series. And if you enjoyed the video, please, by all means, hit that thumbs up down there underneath the video. And hit that subscribe. It's up there, a little flashing arrow pointing at it, or it's down here in the bottom corner, like I said at the beginning. Please hit that subscribe and support the channel. And I'll see all of you at the next video. Cheers.